My dear students, now we are going to see about economic importance of bacteria. First, you will see beneficial aspect of bacteria. Many bacteria are involved in the benefit of human being, for the plants, for animals, etc. As far as bacteria are concerned, the bacteria are very much useful for increasing the soil fertility. Soil fertility is the organic content present in the soil. When the organic content is more in the soil, that is soil fertility. The organic content refers to the humus of the soil. Humus is the organic content of the soil, which is very much essential for the growth of the plants. The following process will increase the soil fertility. First one, ammonification. Second one, nitrification. Third one, nitrogen fixation. By these three methods, the soil fertility will be increased greatly. Ammonification is a process of conversion of complex protein present in the dead bodies of the plants and animals into ammonia, which is later converted into ammonium salt. That process is called ammonification. When the complex protein of the plants and animal remains are converted into ammonia and later into ammonium salt, that process is called ammonification. Ammonification is carried out by some of the ammonifying bacteria like Bacillus ramosus and Bacillus mycoides. These two bacteria will convert the complex protein of the plant body and animal's body into ammonia and then ammonium salt. Second process is nitrification. Nitrification is carried out by two nitrifying bacteria. Number one, Nitrobacter. Number two, Nitrosomonas. Nitrification is a process of conversion of ammonium salt into nitrites and then nitrates. First, the ammonium salt is converted into nitrites and then the nitrites is converted into nitrate. The first step, the ammonium salt is converted into nitrites by Nitrosomonas and the nitrites is converted into nitrates by Nitrobacter. That process is called nitrification. What is nitrification? Nitrification is a process of conversion of ammonium salt into nitrites by Nitrosomonas and nitrates by Nitrobacter. That is called nitrification. The third process is nitrogen fixation. There are three bacteria are involved in the nitrogen fixation. Number one, Azotobacter. Number two, Clostridium. Number three, Rhizobium. When the atmospheric nitrogen is converted into nitrate, that process is called nitrogen fixation. Converting atmospheric nitrogen into organic nitrogen. The nitrogenous compounds are also oxidized into nitrogen. All these activities of the bacteria increase the soil fertility. So nitrogen fixation is the atmospheric nitrogen is converted into nitrate. That will enrich the soil fertility. Three bacteria are involved in nitrogen fixation. Already I told you, as Azotobacter, Clostridium, or Rhizobium. Rhizobium is a very familiar bacterium. It is a symbiotic bacterium. It is symbiotically associated with all legume plants in the root nodules. In the root nodules, this Rhizobium bacterium is inhabiting and that is symbiotically associated with the legume plants. This will convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate and give it to the leguminous plants. In turn, the rhizobium will get nutrients and also shelter from that plant, legume plants. That is the soil fertility. As far as soil fertility is concerned, three processes are very important. One is ammonification, second one is nitrification, third one is nitrogen fixation. In all these three processes, bacteria are involved in order to convert the concerned products. Right, come to the second beneficial aspects of bacteria, the production of antibiotics. Antibiotics are chemical substances produced from the living microorganism, and these antibiotics are used to kill other disease-causing microorganisms. There are 5 antibiotics given with the organism from which they are excreted, they are secreted, they are produced. Number 1, streptomycin. It is produced from Streptomyces grisens. The Streptomyces grisens gives streptomycin as the antibiotics. These antibiotics cures urinary infection, tuberculosis, meningitis, and pneumonia. The second antibiotic is Aromycin. It is prepared from the Streptomyces aerophaciens, and this Aromycin is used as a medicine to treat whooping cough and eye infection. The third antibiotic prepared from the bacteria is Chloromycetin. It is extracted from the Streptomyces venezuelae. This chloromycetin is used to cure typhoid fever. Penicillium licheniformis gives bacitracin as an antibiotic. The bacitracin is used to treat syphilis. The fifth one, polymyxin, is prepared from Bacillus polymyxa, that is used to cure some bacterial diseases. So these are all about antibiotics prepared from bacteria. Come to the industrial use. Some of the industrial use you will see. Production of lactic acid, production of butter, production of cheese, curd, yogurt, vinegar, etc. Many more products are prepared from bacteria only. Lactic acid is prepared from Streptococcus lactis and Lactobacillus bulgaricus that convert milk sugar, lactose into lactic acid. In all the milk, there is a sugar substance, lactose. When the lactose is converted into lactic acid by the action of Streptococcus lactis and Lactobacillus bulgaricus, the end product is lactic acid. Like that, butter is prepared from milk. The milk is converted into butter, cheese, curd, and yogurt by some of the bacteria. Cheese is prepared from the milk by the activities of Lactobacillus acidophobus and Lactobacillus lactis. Curd is prepared from the milk by the action of Lactobacillus lactis. Yogurt is prepared from milk and by the action of Lactobacillus bulgaricus. The sixth one, vinegar. Vinegar is called acetic acid. The vinegar is obtained from the molasses by the fermentation process, so that vinegar is obtained. The bacteria Acetobacter aceti oxidizes ethyl alcohol obtained from molasses by fermentation. to give vinegar, that is acetic acid. So these are all some of the industrial products obtained from the bacteria, from many bacteria, and that is used for many purpose.